We back at it again, folks. Check it out. We making enchiladas. This one I think you're gonna like. And listen, I'm not finna over talk none of that. We finna get right into this. Look, I want you guys to come in here and pay attention to these ingredients right here. All of these ingredients will be down in the description box below. And I got it separated as I need it. I put a little black pepper in here because of this right here, but I'm gonna show you how to get down. And this time I'm finna use yellow tortillas. Now, first thing we finna do is get us some fire. Let's get us some heat going. All right, now we built up a little heat. Don't forget, we're using cast iron. Look, it's got to come here and then dissipate. But one thing about cast iron, it saves and, keeps your heat going. Now, I just put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in here, just a little bit. Listen, that's infused olive oil. You can smell it right off the back. As soon as it get, right to the fire, get that heat and boom. Hadn't gotten to the handles yet, so I just move this around like this. Take it. And there we go. When I first put this in here, I like for it to build up a little bit of crust. That's just the way I've been cooking, right? So instead of always using this, just giving you guys a pro tip, right? I love my square edge, but when it comes to, working with ground beef, I like to have myself a meat masher. What I want to say is, listen, if I hadn't said already, that's 80-20. Keeps it nice and juicy, right? Break this down the way you see it. Once I don't see any more pink, then I go ahead and start adding my seasonings to it. But before I even do that though, you know what? I think I'm gonna come with my onions first. Look, this was a medium onion. I'm only gonna put about, we probably got more onion. I like a lot of onion anyway, but I'm gonna say if you only have that onion, just put about half of your onion inside, right? Now that I have it all broke up the way I would like for it to be, I come back to my square edge. Look, and I use this just to work this around. You can see the ground beef, look, nice, fine, small, enchilada style. Okay, so after a minute and a half, listen, this is what we're finna do. We're finna give it just a generous, 2 generous pinches, right? Don't forget that was 1 pound of ground beef, and then we're gonna go ahead and just turn, right? I'm not gonna turn so much because what I did was I took out some black pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and just add it now. Notice how I group all of my ingredients together. I don't cook out of the cabinet trying to look for things as I need them. I use these little bowls, measure them out, put them right there, and that gives me the base, right? And don't forget, we taste as we go. So if we taste as we go, if we need some more, we just add. Now, take all of these and we just dump them. Then you want to get your, whatever you're using to work with, this is my tool of choice. It's almost like we're making a chili, folks. Look at how it thickens up, absorbs some of that grease. Now that we got this going, look at that steam right there. Still a lot of fat inside of there, right? Now you want to come with your flour. Right, this is a great confidence builder for anybody new. And then for my seasoned veterans that's out there, trust me, make it exactly the way I do it. You know what I mean? And you guys gonna make something amazing. I promise you, whoever eats it is gonna thank you. Now what I'm doing is just getting this to the flour, cooking some of that flour out, right? That's why I'm moving it around. I reduce my heat down to like a, medium low, right? So when I add my liquid to it, which happened to be my tool of choice is gonna be a broth, right? We're gonna make us like a little bit of a roux. It's almost like making chili, folks. All right, we got the flour cooked down. I can see it's a little bit of dry in here. That's because it absorbed all of the, the flavor, which was the fat in here, any of the liquid. Now we're gonna go ahead and come with this. Right? We went from just moving it around to now we're gonna get it to mix, release some of that, because we're finna make just a little bit of a gravy. I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes, but we starting to get nice and thick. So I want you to see, look, we cooking some of that down. It's starting to get even thicker, right? That's good. Now look, I just removed, I just turned the fire off from underneath it, right? Now would be a great time for us to come here. We want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. It's a reason why I waited this late. I don't know if you can see it on my face, it's already warm, so I do this at the least amount of time that I can, like the last minute, right? So we just hit bake, 400. Now you want to go ahead and get yourself a microwave plate, a microwave safe plate. Me, check it out. I got that plastic. So I just heard myself say plastic. That's not plastic, that's paper. Sorry about that, y'all. You know what I mean? Just want to get some damp napkin, right? Let me dry my hands off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some tortillas. Don't really like the top ones, you know what I mean? We'll just get them like this and just put them down. Now, we want to get some more paper towels, put these over the top, but we want these to be damp too. We finna go in the microwave. You guys can't cook them over over oil. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and I guess give it a semi fry, just to make them pliable. That's what we want to do. These, I don't wring out all of the water. I'm gonna put them in the microwave for about 45 seconds. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see the steam? Take this off. I suggest you save this because you're gonna need it, right? And I wanna show you when I say pliable, look at this. No break, no nothing, right? So I'm gonna set these here and I'm using this as my work surface, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just take one of these. So these are gonna be cheese and onion enchiladas, right? So we're gonna build it like this, right? We're gonna take it, add a little bit of onion. I do everything so big, you know what I mean? So I never really have enough. And then when it comes to making these recipes, you know what I mean? I try to get them where you can see the ingredients that I use, but a lot of times I gotta go back and redo them. So I'm gonna roll it like this, and then we just put them in here with the fold down. Real simple, right? Now look, this is a little different than the way I done them. I done them all kind of way. I done them with beans. You can put whatever you want in here. You guys can do them with, like I said, beans. You can put chicken in here, but just try the cheese and the onion, the tortilla, and this is a little bit different, right? What we're going to do is we're just gonna ladle this right here on top, right? And not a whole lot. We just go ahead and just cover it like this. Listen, if it's too thick because it's been sitting up, no problem. You can add a little beef broth to it, just to thin it out, right? But you still want to be able to recognize that this is an enchilada. And if you watch how I do, I usually cover everything up. I do it like that. But for video purposes, I think we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna put some cheese on top. Okay, so what you're seeing me do now is just sprinkle a little bit of onion on here. We want to have that flavor. You know what I mean? We're all the people that tell me they don't like onion. I want you to come here, come to my house, eat some of my food. I'm finna give you a whole new experience, right? And then we come back with the cheese, right? Don't need a whole lot of cheese on here. Believe me, this cheese is gonna melt. I can't say enough about it. So when your dish looks like this, then it's time to go inside. Don't forget, we already preheated. We have 400 degrees. I'm gonna put it in here. We probably gonna go for about 20 minutes, right? Well, we gonna watch it, make sure we don't burn nothing. Stick it in here. Set a timer for 20 minutes, and guess what? Now will be a great time to talk about Factor. Now with Factor, you get leveled up, gourmet plus options, prepared to perfection by chefs and ready to eat in record time. So treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccoli, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus. Now check this out. If you're too busy to, cook this fall, but you want to make sure you're eating well, with Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, and the cleaning up too, right? While still getting the flavor and the nutritional quality that you need. Now here's a key point that I really like about Factor, right? Listen, Factor is so flexible, I can easily adjust my order size. And if I'm out of town or gone, for a week or so, I can just adjust that when I have like special events. So head to factor75.com or click the link below to use the code smoking and grilling with AB50 to get 50% off of your first Factor box. Again, I gotta say it so you guys can get this. Listen, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code smoking and grilling with AB50 to get 50% off of your first Factor box. Okay, folks, everything is ready. Let me go ahead and get these. We don't want to burn our hands. I want you guys to take a look at what we got, because this right here is a little bit on the magical side. Look at that right there, folks. Okay, folks, you done seen it. You know what, I put a little green onion over the top of it, for a little garnish, right? So what I'm gonna do is, let me reach across here and grab me something, because I just touched the edge of this, casserole dish, and let me tell y'all, folks, this be hot. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna attempt to go ahead and get some of this down here like this. I'm gonna get underneath it like this. I'm gonna pick up just the opposite way. I know it's in the way of y'all. Y'all can see it, but look at that right there. And I'm gonna bring it around. We're gonna do that little pirouette. And them enchiladas, folks. Hey, look, they had to stop me several times, because I keep trying to, eat. So I'm gonna go ahead, let you guys look at that. You done seen how I do the plate and all of that. I don't know why I got one glove on, one glove off. I am not Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do it like this. A little sour cream, get us a little bit of tortilla. You know what I mean? I like onion, so you gotta do yours how you want to. I don't care if it's cooked, grilled, raw, whatever. Guess what? Cheers. I got it. You've been watching this channel for a minute. You know I do everything. I'm heavy on the proteins, right? Now, with that being said, look, these are just cheese, onion. You know what I mean? We got the ground beef, like the little type of gravy that we put on the top. That right there was fire, along with the corn tortilla. Now, I'm gonna just say this right now. This is very, very budget friendly, folks. You know what I mean? You're talking about a meal that can be made in 30 minutes. It just takes a few seconds. If you multitask and get it all done in 30 minutes, you got something magical. So check it out. Listen, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, listen, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And you know how I do. I'm gonna take this, and I'm out. Peace.